Hi, so today is Tuesday. I completely forgot to record on Monday, so I didn't vlog at all. So yesterday I spent way too long editing the previous week's vlog. I need to keep on top of that and do a little bit each day because it took me way longer than I wanted it to. And then I dyed up more Christmas colorways. I did Yule log and I kind of revamped it from when I did it last year. So I'm gonna dye up some more of that today and dye up my third Christmas colorway for this week's update. This weekend I finished my 20th row on my blanket. So I'll go through each yarn. So this is my yarn in Adava Cadavra and Vortex. I knit my girl from the grocery store shawl from it. This is Barenwola yarn, which is an indie dyer from Germany. I don't remember the colorway name. This is Sweet Sparrow yarn in her Queenie colorway that I knit into an antler shawl. And then this is Winterfell colorway Destination yarn, and I knit myself a pair of socks. So yeah, I got 20 rows done. So now it's like, Ryan saw this and he says that it's just a massive scarf at this point, because it is, so yeah. Can we just use this as a scarf now? Just stop there. But no, I'm gonna go back, and now this isn't the first row I ever did. So now I'm gonna start editing the squares this way to get the width that I want. And so I think I'll work on that today, is dyeing yarn, because I didn't knit at all yesterday. So yeah, today I'm gonna dye more Christmas colorways, and I'm gonna start dyeing again for my trunk show at Woolen, because I want to get that done. So I'll catch you guys later. So I started adding squares this way now to make it wider. So this is my Kryptonite colorway. I used it in my Kaleidoscope socks from Knit Picks as like a heel, and so I have a ton left over. It was just like a 20-gram mini. And then I added my Under the Sea colorway, and I'm in the middle of another of another square. So this is my Still Waters colorway, and I knit my Fairy Hill shawl by Helen Stewart out of these yarns. So as I'm adding to the length, I'm starting to realize how much more I need to add, how many more squares I need to add in total. So I think I'm gonna, so right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 across. And I'm gonna add one more and then see if I liked the width, and if I'm gonna, add maybe 10 squares. I don't know. But yeah, I have a ton more to add if I want to make this like a full-size blanket. And I'm running out of like scrap yarn from projects that I've done this year, so I'm gonna have to start adding just like random minis I have, like my advent calendar, and then just some random minis I picked up over the years. And so I received a new yarn base. This is a DK weight, 100% superwash merino, and it's 231 yards. So this was the DK weight I ordered last week for the Cozy Fae Cardi that Andrea Maury's doing. So I've gotten a few pre-orders for that, and I need to dye those up starting this week. So it's this super squishy yarn, and I'm excited to dye up some DK, because I've never actually dyed on DK before. I've dyed on worsted, but not DK. So I don't know, I might dye up a skein for myself and to make a hat, because I I would like to have a new hat for this winter. I like to make myself a new hat every winter, and or maybe knit up a hat for Ryan, because unfortunately the cold I had last week, I passed it to him. So he was sick yesterday, and he kept sending me photos of him wearing the hat I knit him and wearing the socks I made him last year. So it was very sweet, because I feel like, you know, I'm there even though I couldn't take care of him. So I would like to make him another hat and another pair of socks this year. So um, I might dye up the yarn for that soon, because at least with his socks, they take like more than a month just on his socks alone. So I want to get a head start on that before Christmas. So as to what I dyed yesterday, I dyed a third Christmas colorway for this update on Friday. I'm not sure if I'm gonna dye more. I want to make those mini skein sets, and I need at least 5 colorways to do a mini skein set. And oh, sorry, I touched Tonka's belly and he got upset. So I need at least 5 colorways to dye up a set to make a mini skein set, and I dyed 3 that I did last year. Slightly changed, like I tweaked it a little bit here and there, because my dyeing style, if you can call that changed since last year, and I have new equipment and just new ways I do things. So it came out slightly different, but it's still the same colorway. So, and I still need to dye up two more colorways for that set. And just continuing dyeing for my woolen trunk show. Not sure how many colors I'm gonna have in this update, because since it's Rhinebeck week, I don't know if people are gonna be. Obviously, not everybody's going to Rhinebeck, but people might not be buying yarn this week or whatever. I don't know. So at least the Christmas colorways are definitely going up this week. So we'll see if I add anything else to the update. So yeah, I'm gonna go work. Bye. Please forgive me that I touched your stomach. So yesterday I ended up dyeing Ryan's socks that I'm gonna knit him for Christmas. So here is my Dark Knight colorway, which is inspired by Batman. It's very messy skein because it's a little damp, so I'm just gonna put it back on the drying rack afterwards. So yeah, I haven't dyed this that many times. The one time I had it in the store, it just wasn't as popular, so I just haven't dyed it again. But I think I might dye it for an upcoming trunk show, because I like it. So, and I dyed up 2 minis for him because I'm gonna do contrasting heel, toes, and cuffs. So I think 40 grams should be enough, right? Because this man has very big feet. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I think I'm gonna this should be dry by tonight, so I think I'm gonna cake this up tonight, and it's gonna be my new project, because I need a portable project because my blanket is insanely big right now. So yesterday I put a few more squares, so yeah, I did. This is the Barbie girl colorway that I knit into a baby dress, the sweet pea dress, and then I went back and I started adding squares this way. So I added that's my jam colorway. So the width is okay now, and it doesn't even fit in the camera. But I might add one more square just to make it 20 across. I think that's a decent sized blanket. So yeah, I still have a ton of yarn left over with these projects, especially these projects. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that yarn. Find another scrappy blanket, maybe start a crochet blanket. I wanted to start a crochet blanket and I just never got around to it because I don't know how to crochet, so I need to learn first before I start that. And I know that eats up a lot of yarn, so maybe I'll use that. I don't have that many scraps because I don't have that much yarn compared to other people, but I would like to use up my scraps. So here is all of my all of my yarn that I want to put in the shop update tomorrow. It's a lot more than I thought it was. So mostly Christmas colorways, and I have in the Valley, which is a colorway I've only had in a kit, and so I want to sell these individually in the shop. And I was gonna add it in the shop update last week, but I didn't have an update last week because I was sick. So I think that's gonna be the only non-Christmas colorway in this update. So I'm gonna prep these for photos because I kind of want to get it done with, because I want to finish work early tomorrow. So I'm gonna try to prep as much as I can for the update today. So that means cutting off all these ties, scanning them up, and photographing them, and labeling them. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So here is an update on the work I did since yesterday. I think I just added one square, which is my Senora colorway that I knit the sweet pea dress. So this section right here is all my yarn, and I'm going to leave those 2 spaces there to finish up the row with my own yarn. So I'm just gonna continue this way with other people's yarns. And I cast on Brian's socks this morning and I didn't get much done. So it's gonna be in my Wonder Woman bag. So Batman socks in a Wonder Woman bag. And so yeah, this is all I did. Just a few rows on the cuff. I'm gonna do the cuff for 20 rows and then change to the main color. So I just did a ball. I hand wound it. So yeah, that's all my knitting for so far. So I'm gonna work on this weekend, and I have a shop update scheduled like in less than 3 hours, so I really need to go and photograph the stuff and get my listings ready for the update. So I'm gonna do that now. So here is my In the Valley colorway. I've only ever had this in a kit for sale, so I'm releasing it for the first time individually. So this is my Isabel base, which is merino nylon, and this is my BFL, which is Mercedes. And I really love this colorway. So this is my Yule log colorway, the first of my Christmas colorways I'm releasing this week. So it's like a revamp of the colorway I did last year. So I just added more speckles, and I kind of changed the way I dyed it from last year. So this is Christmas speckles. It's a lightly speckled red and green colorway on just a natural base, and it's very simple, but I like how it looks. The final colorway for this update is my Old Christmas Tree colorway. So it's the green is slightly a lighter shade than the colorway I had last year, and I had more speckles on the Stellina base. So yeah, I kind of prefer this one versus this. There are a lot of speckles in here. It's just hidden in the skein. You have to open it up to see. But yeah, I really like it. I knit a pair of socks for myself last year with this colorway, so it's a favorite of mine. Right, so now it's past 7 o'clock and the shop update went live. And it went smoothly. I had to edit some photos because the lighting was just not very good. I'm forgetting that now, you know, we're getting to the fall and the sun is setting faster, so I need to start taking photos earlier in the day because I was like panicking a little bit because the sun started to set and I still hadn't taken all the photos, so I had to spend a lot of time editing it afterwards, but I think they came out really nice. And I took all the photos with the new camera that I'm using, so I'm really happy with how the camera's working out. So I feel like I need to address this. So I had every intentions to go to Rhinebeck this weekend, but I'm not going. It's partially my fault because I will admit that I did not plan ahead of time. I kept procrastinating on my plans on how I was going to get there. I was hoping somebody would drive me there. I don't know how to drive. I'm, you know, native New Yorker. I don't need I needed a car to get around New York City, but obviously I need one. I need a car to get outside of New York City. So nobody's willing to drive me. They're too busy this weekend and all that. And then I tried to look up Amtrak, and the train tickets to there are sold out, which is crazy. Like, I knew Rhinebeck was a big deal, but I didn't think it was that much of a big deal for the train to sell out. And so yeah, it's too late to get a bus. I mean, the bus going there, you still have to like take a taxi for 30 minutes, and I know people have done shuttle buses up there, but it's too late at this point to get one. I was trying to do that earlier this week, and nothing was working out. And then I was asking people to see if anybody was going up on Saturday, and it turns out everybody already made plans to go up on Friday, and it's just would have been nice if somebody like let me know that ahead of time, you know, or invited me or something. So I just kind of felt like I was like left out. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie and say I'm not disappointed. So let's say I'm not going to Rhinebeck this year. So I'll get over it eventually. I did apply to be a vendor at Indie Untangled. I don't know if I mentioned that before, but I did not get in. It's a very popular event now. There's only a limited amount of spaces available, and I didn't make the cut. So I mean, that's fine. I got over it quickly. Obviously, because I've known this now for months. So I'll apply again next year and see if I get in, but if I don't, I'm not going to be surprised because there was a lot of people that applied this year, and I think it's just going to continue to be that way, and it's going to continue to be limited availability unless, you know, they expand. So, but that's fine. I have other events coming up in the next few months that I'm excited for, and, you know, wholesale things I'm going to be working on, and just stuff in the store. So I'm going to be busy the next few months, so I'm fine with it. So I'm on my way now to Ryan's. We're going to spend the weekend together just hanging out, and I don't know if we're planning to do anything. If we do anything exciting, obviously I'll record it. We might just stay inside all weekend. That's my ideal weekend. So so yeah, if we do anything, I'll add it to the end. If not, then I'll just see you guys next week.